It's showtime.
Hey, welcome to Did You Watch Survivor Last Night? This is the only compassionate Survivor podcast for compassionate haters. Yep. My name is Jake Shadell. Each week, I ask my best friend Thomas Powell if he did indeed watch a certain reality show. Hey, Thomas, how's it going this week?
Jake, it's going great. We are on less than a week countdown. Shaquille O'Neal, ever heard of him? Number 34.
Yeah, the general's friend.
Yeah, the general's friend, Shaquille O'Neal. And let me tell you, I am going to instantly perish. The good times are over. It's all downhill from here.
Oh, because you're turning 34. I was like,
Yeah.
You're mating Shaquille O'Neal?
Yeah, turning 34. I think I'm turning 34. I really think so.
What song is that?
It's Turning 34. It's a song I just wrote.
Oh, I like it. You should add some instrumentals and release it to Spotify and all of the other
That was the
networks.
instrumentals.
That's good. I liked it.
I should join. What the fuck? What is that? Pentatonics. That was actually my
Pentatonics,
that was my pentatonics.
That was really good.
There was I can't even remember
Call
where
it
I was.
Pentatomics.
There was some restaurant.
Thomas.
Pentathomas. Yeah. Well, I would change my name to that. But there's some restaurant that I went into that was literally just playing like a pentatonic CD, and I was like, I have to leave. I can't be
That's
here.
pretty cool.
I can't.
That's really cool. Actually,
Really cannot be here for this.
They should stop playing that until you join the band. Call it Pentatomics.
Acapella music makes my fucking skin crawl. It is so unpleasant to me.
That's unfortunate. There's some good stuff on YouTube.com, actually, the famous website.
The secondhand embarrassment of it is too much for me. You have to be so sincere to do it, and it sucks. And so it just makes the combo of the people, because you also have to be really talented to do it. And what a waste! What a waste
Who
of
would want to
talent!
do that? Being sincere and talented couldn't be
But
us.
you're sincere and talented, and it's going towards making something that sucks.
Yeah. Speaking of being sincere and talented and making things that suck, Thomas, did you watch Survivor Tocantins, the Brazilian Highlands last night?
Yeah, that's right. You get them.
Yeah, Geoff Probst. Best season you've ever done. We're still gonna shit on you.
Sincere and talented. What are we talking about, Coach?
Hey, this episode first aired on April 30th, 2009. Thomas, how old would you have been April 30th, 2009?
I would have been 17 years old.
I would have been 18. And how old are you today, actually?
I'm 33.
Oh, just like Shaq in the Orlando Magic.
Yeah, just like that.
Maybe.
No, just like Grant Hill is what you're thinking of.
Just like Grant Hill on the Detroit Pistons. I'm, of course, 34 years old. Shaquille O'Neal, Los Angeles Lakers. TNT, we know basketball. Okay, last episode received 11.3 million. How many viewers do you think this one got?
I'll say 11.25.
Went up, actually.
It went up?
It went up.
11.5.
More.
11.7.
11.73 million.
Wow.
Pretty good.
Ain't that just the way?
Good. It really is.
Fickle
This episode,
American public.
The episode we watched this week was called They Both Went Bananas. It's fine.
That's what Wes was saying when Johnny Bananas, was it his cousin that was on?
Yeah, he did have a cousin on for a few seasons.
What did
He sucked.
Yeah, his cousin did suck. What was his cousin's name? And what was Wes's nickname for his cousin? Was it like something Pineapples or something like that?
Vinny Pineapples.
Vinny Pineapples, I think.
The things you remember from the season of this show you watch is so funny.
Yeah.
Thomas, the thing is, though, we went through our last 25 episode titles last week, but we forgot to crown a champion. Do you want to crown any of the last 25 as the best of those 25 before we move on? Do any stick out to you from last week that we went over?
Nah. Not really.
Remember anything. Thomas, we have to pick one.
We have to?
Pizza versus Burgers, the ultimate showdown.
Let's do that.
Moms and Baja Bombs. Penis Museum. You don't want Penis Museum to be the winning title?
Yeah, let's get Penis Museum in there.
I think Penis Museum needs a lot of love. On the Forza Motorsport tribe, Sierra is shocked that she survived. Yeah, so is everybody else. JT and Steven apologize to Coach and Debbie. Coach says he usually has really good intuition.
I agree.
Yeah, definitely.
I'm always
Coach.
saying that about Coach.
JT and Steven try to convince Debbie that they could be the Final Four with Debbie, but she doesn't buy it. Then Debbie wants to reform the old Timbira, take out the old jalapenos before it's too late. You got to do that. Eventually they go bad and stinky.
Yeah, you don't want that. That's no good.
Okay, so at the reward challenge, it's the touchy subjects where they chop ropes to smash each other's little statuettes. The winners get a spa or something. It's the one where they ask questions about each other. One of the best challenges. Do you think it'll come back in 49?
Yeah, sure, why not?
Okay. Who has not lived up to their potential? That's one of the questions they asked. I think Coach was the obvious answer here.
It was obvious enough that Coach said it.
Mm-hmm. So, like, he's definitely self-aware sometimes, which is mystifying.
Coach is an enigma.
They say Sierra would squander the money the fastest. That's funny. I don't know why they didn't vote for me. They said Debbie wouldn't survive on her own. They said JT is the most trusted with their life. I think that's another obvious one. Sierra's the most likely to stab you in the back. Nobody wants to see Sierra. Everybody hates Sierra.
I don't get it. Like, what did
she do?
What did she even do?
Steven wins and sends Aaron so nobody else can know the truth of exile. Pretty good strategy.
Yeah, I like it's perfect too because you like pretend you're like, oh damn, I'm so mad about this. Can't believe I'm getting sent here. It's good cover.
Yeah. He brings Taj with him on the reward and also JT, of course. You can't have Stephen Fishback without JT.
No.
You can't have JT without Stephen Fishback.
Absolutely not. They're like milk and cereal.
Do you think that's why JT has done so poorly on every of his subsequent outings because Stephen Fishback hasn't been there with him?
Yeah, they're a duo.
He's like the same with Fishback. He did okay, but he did better with JT by his side. Okay, so at the reward, they meet a Brazilian family and have an incredible local feast. Pretty good stuff. Looked good.
Yeah, that food looked really good.
Then a toddler hit her head, and Taj immediately picked her up and consoled her. This was
the mom
sweet.
mode. It was very sweet.
Moms and Baja Bombs. They go swimming in a spring that has an extremely soft, bouncy bottom that makes JT feel like he's on a basketball court. He's playing basketball.
He loves that basketball.
They then strategize about Sierra or Debbie going out next. I mean, we're getting down to it, you know? I'm going to be bummed no matter who they target. Even Coach.
Yeah.
Even Debbie.
I'm ready for Coach to go.
Excuse you?
I was a little ready for Debbie to go after this episode, too.
That's our friends.
That's our... Oh, I'm sorry.
Okay, so on Exile, shit sucks for Aaron. Moving on. At the Forza Motorsports, they try to guilt Sierra into voting with them, despite the fact that Coach voted for her the previous night. This is so funny.
This was extremely funny. Like, this was two people acting completely insane to her and then freaking out when she was like, why would I be loyal to you? You both voted for me. And they were like, I don't care who voted for who, okay?
Yeah, it's not what it's about. She lays out everyone's alliances to Debbie, and Debbie says, talk to the hand. I love that in 2009 people were still doing talk to the hand.
I just like that her being like, I'm crying and being like, I'm too old to be getting into fights like this. It's like, you picked this fight.
Yeah, you created this, actually. Debbie tells Coach about JT and Steven's offer to take them to the Final Four, and JT later assures him that is absolutely the plan. Do you trust JT here?
You shouldn't trust JT too much. I like that he even is like, everybody seems to trust me a lot. I don't really know why. Maybe it's the accent.
Yeah. Do you know what JT stands for, actually?
I wish it was JP so I could say just playing.
It actually stands for just trustworthy.
Just trustworthy, okay. But what if it's just tricking?
Oh my goodness. What are we going to do?
What if he's just tricking you?
I would hate to see that. Coach does not want Timbira to get back together because Coach doesn't want to get in bed with a snake.
Oh, I wouldn't either.
I mean, yeah, fair. What is this? The Godfather, but with a snake instead. The Godfather on a plane? Snakes on the Godfather? There we go. I got there. What is this? Snakes on the Godfather?
It is Snakes on the Godfather. That's what I'm hearing.
They remake The Godfather, but it all takes place on a plane that snakes are also on. Hollywood.
I think we got a hit right here on our hands. You know, sometimes you just get it.
So Sierra tells Steven everything. Coach tells Steven that Timbira getting back together actually makes him sick to his stomach.
Coach is so overdramatic. He's such a diva.
JT goes, if Sierra is telling the truth, then Coach lied to me. And Steven goes, he might be a pathological liar.
Steven, you are absolutely correct.
Yeah, that was nail on the head. Okay, at the Unity Challenge, they have to retrieve 3 bags and then do a ball in a maze puzzle. All right, cool, solid.
Yeah, this was good.
Debbie impersonates Geoff, calling her, grabbing her first bag. Always good when people do this. It's funny. I want to make a supercut of people impersonating Geoff during the challenges. Would that be hard to do?
It's always good.
Probably not. I just have to watch every single challenge ever. Coach wins. Good for Coach. Coached himself to a win. How about that?
Yeah, I mean, you know, be your own coach. If you're not going to be your own coach, who is?
Seeing Coach play like this, it makes me realize he's kind of more of a player coach than just a coach, huh?
Yeah, they should call him player instead of coach.
They should call him player coach.
They should call him player.
Why hasn't there been
He's not much of a coach. It seems like he's more of a player than a coach.
Well, he's more of a Dragon Slayer when you really get down to it.
Oh, sure. He's a player and a Dragon Slayer.
Okay, at Forza Motorsport, Coach is extremely proud of himself. Wow, what a surprise. He asked JT if he heard him say Dragon Slayer after he won.
This was so... It's like, have some self-respect, dude. He wants JT's approval so badly.
It's so funny. Like, this man is 20 years younger than you. Why do you care?
Just not... You don't need... It's funny to have somebody be simultaneously like that much of a narcissist and that insecure.
I think it kind of goes hand in hand, no? Mm-hmm. When you're trying to impress a fellow gentleman with your masculinity, how do you do it? And I'd love to hear your response to that question.
Yeah, okay. I don't know. I'm just like, if we're doing some kind of, like, I was playing pickup basketball earlier, like a month ago, and I was like, I was giving effort on defense. I think I gained some respect that way. I was doing it. I wasn't doing it to impress anybody. I was doing it to prove a point to myself. But, you know, I think people respected that I tried.
That's good. I usually make jokes and make fun of people, and then nobody calls me again to hang out. So
you're trying to impress them when you do the classic elementary school. You're like, "Hey, stupid!" And then you pull on their pigtail, and they go, "Ow!"
The bartender says, "Sir, you have to leave."
You get it's the third time
but
this
I
month.
like her.
No, I just don't.
Friends.
I don't know how else to get her attention.
Okay, so Sierra continues to fight for her spot in the game. I was really rooting for her, you know?
Yeah, this was... The early part of this episode really, as someone who's been kind of indifferent to Sierra, got me on her side because she was one of the only people behaving reasonably.
Yeah. She confronts Coach, so he lays everything out in front of everyone. And he very angrily says, "We did not present a Timbira reunion." But yes, you did.
I just love that it's so funny to watch him act this offended in a situation for something that he absolutely did.
Yeah. Debbie starts crying and says, "I'm too old for this, and I am a 46-year-old professional woman." What?
She's a principal. You can't be acting like one of your damn students, lady.
Good point. Maybe you could be acting like some of these wildlife shots.
Whoa.
We saw a really cool shot of a vulture spreading its wings atop a deer carcass. That was pretty fucking cool.
Mm-hmm.
We had some cows and chickens, of course, which obviously isn't wildlife. It's technically livestock, but whatever.
Yeah, it's a damn Cartoon Network show.
Cow and chicken, yeah. Fish, owls, birds, and parrots, and monkey, and snake, and alligator, and the lowland tapir, also known locally as the bush cow. You see this guy?
We love a bush cow.
It's like a little elephant almost. They're small, dark brown, odd-toed undulates with a little mohawk and a cute little trunk. I guess they're not that small. How long are they?
How long are they? I'll say they're like we'll say 3 feet long.
Double it.
6 feet.
6 to 8 feet long. Apparently.
Damn, okay.
How tall are they? At the shoulder, they don't count the head in animals for some reason.
Okay. I'll say they're like 3 feet tall.
30 to 43 inches. Had made me do math there for a second. And how much do they weigh?
They're probably pretty heavy.
They're a stocky bunch.
I'll say they weigh like 500 pounds.
Wow, hit the nail on the head. About 300 to 700 pounds.
Okay, so right in
I
the,
think
right
around
in the
500
middle.
is the average, yeah. And where can they be found?
I would say probably the rainforest.
The Amazon rainforest. Do you expect they are better at swimming and diving or moving over rugged terrain?
I'll say swimming and diving.
They are excellent at swimming and diving, but they also move quickly on land, even over rugged mountainous terrain. How long do they live?
I'll say 15 years.
More.
25 years.
25 to 30 years. And what do they eat?
They eat... I'll say they eat, like, vegetation.
Yeah, plants. Okay, and what eats them?
Larger predators. Maybe like a jungle cat or something like that.
Crocodiles, large cats, snakes. Okay, so are they more fighters or flighters?
They're big enough that I could see them fighting back.
They may flee, but they do have an especially powerful bite. In 2005, a 55-year-old farmer stabbed a 400-pound female lowland tapir that was feeding in his cornfield, which responded by repeatedly biting the man. They both died from the wounds.
Oh, okay.
How do they rank?
I'm gonna say they're in the rainforest. I'm gonna say threatened.
It's a little worse than that. They're actually very upset about how close to extinction they are.
Oh, I don't like that.
That's just a step above endangered. Okay, at the tribal council, Tyson and Frendon are on the jury. Just two bros hanging out. I like that. Coach says he isn't eliminating anyone from the game he can't beat. That seems like a lie. Sierra talks about Coach being a liar. Who cares, you know? You can lie now.
Yeah, it's fine.
He actually says there are two things he is not, a coward and a liar.
I would say Coach is not a coward, but he definitely is a liar.
He then quotes the Bible, you know, the good book.
Oh, is that like forgive them for they know not what they do thing?
He said that they should be able to stone Sierra.
Oh, that's what it was. Okay, no, it was tribal council, I think, is where he said the other thing.
Oh, yeah, no, I think we're at tribal council. Yeah, we're at tribal council.
Okay, yeah.
Okay, and then Taj says this is great because she misses soap operas. Good line.
Yeah.
Taj needs to come back.
Taj is great. What a wonderful, one of my favorite things this episode was the friendly competition between her and Steven during the reward challenge. Like, it's just nice.
Oh,
You can
yeah.
tell that they really like each other.
Yeah. I like seeing when people get along. Okay, Sierra gets voted out 4-2 for Debbie and 1 for Steven, which is weird. I said, sorry, I'll never do it again. Why'd you do it this time, though? That's my question. So Coach giggled to himself after Sierra got voted out. Did you notice that?
I did notice that.
What a cool guy Coach is. Do you love Coach?
I would not say that I love Coach.
Do you think he was a bit dramatic this week, or was it actually Sierra who threw the fit this week?
I would say that Coach was extremely dramatic, and I would say that Sierra absolutely did not throw a fit this week. Sierra was very calm the entire week.
That's not what Coach said. Thomas, can you tell us the name of this week's quotes quiz?
So nasty that it's probably somewhat of a travesty having me. Then he told the people you could call me your majesty. Keep your
How dramatic are you? Do you deserve your own reality TV show?
Let's see. Okay, when you let's give credit to the author, of course. Hanifa Rahman of the BuzzFeed staff. Okay. How dramatic are you? And it's Leah Michelle trying to read. Is the photo?
Yeah,
they
and
use.
failing because she can't.
Yeah, of course.
That's
feel-
one of my favorite things ever. Is just the propagating a rumor that dumb and then her never explicitly denying it, but just being like, it is ridiculous that someone would say this. It's like, you're not saying that you can read. I'm not hearing an explicit denial here.
Well, here, let me read this to you. When you feel under the weather, but you can't quite figure out what's wrong, what do? Immediately Google all the symptoms to find your diagnosis. Curl up in bed and accept your impending doom. Call your mom and ask what she thinks, or pop a few painkillers and go about your day. Curl up in bed and accept impending doom, obviously.
I would say probably pop a few painkillers and go about my day.
Okay. When you get a text from your friend saying, we need to talk, what's the first thing that comes to mind? Let me get done with this shit first, and then I'll call you. It's usually what I say when you text me that. What have I done? What have they done? Oh my God, they hate me. They probably just need my expert advice. Probably that they hate me.
What have I done? I wasn't raised Catholic to not assume that I've done something wrong if anyone says something like that.
Absolutely. Which meme speaks to you the most? Have we done this one before?
When was this quiz made?
This is all feeling familiar. We've got the cheerleader with the smirk. We've got... who's that actor? Is that Glenn Close?
It is not Glenn Close.
Who is it then?
It's Meryl Streep.
Meryl Streep. It's Meryl Streep shouting at the Oscars or something. It's Salt Bae. It's Kim Kardashian crying. It's Guy tapping his temple. It's New York in the bed. You know, these are all the memes. Which meme speaks to you the most?
New York in bed. Easy.
New York in bed is a classic. Not Salt Bae. I'm doing Guy tapping his temple.
Guy tapping his temple is a great one.
It's a classic. Oh, did we find out when this is from? 2018. Okay, November of 2018.
Yeah.
Classic.
Those memes seemed old enough, but like Guy tapping his temple, I think is from around then. So,
when do you usually arrive at a party? I don't get invited. On time. You wouldn't want to miss any of the fun. Fashionably late, of course. Whenever you're ready, TBH. Or you don't arrive at parties, you are the party. I guess fashionably late, right? Like,
I'll say whenever I'm ready, TBH. I try to arrive fashionably late to parties, but my idea of fashionably late is almost always earlier than... Like, I'll arrive like 45 minutes after the scheduled time and be like, people will probably be there, and I'll be like one of the first few people. It's like,
Yeah.
What are we doing here?
we arrived at a reservation 10 minutes early yesterday, and the restaurant wasn't open yet. And it was like 100 degrees, so we had to go across the street and look at stuff in a store. Ugh. Heat's awful, you know? Okay, what's your go-to response to a breakup? Eating a gallon of ice cream while sobbing over rom-coms, locking yourself in a dark room and accepting you'll be alone forever, having a fun night out to forget your troubles, or getting a breathtaking new haircut. What?
This does seem like a familiar quiz, but I'll say having a fun night out to forget my troubles.
I'm locking myself in a dark room and accepting I'll be alone forever. Maybe I forgot to move this to the done ones. Okay, which emoji do you use the most? Crying with no tears, side eye, grimacing face, crying, laughing, hard eyes, or crying, laughing on the side.
Probably grimacing face. I don't use the crying laughing emoji, especially not the sideways one that much. I don't really use the hard eyes one or the side eye one that much, and the first one I don't think I ever use. So we'll say the grimacing one.
I'm picking side eyes, obviously. Okay, your crush is taking a little too long to reply to your text. Send them a hilarious meme to recapture their attention. Wait patiently. They must be busy. Send them another message saying question mark, question mark, question mark, question mark, question mark, or taking twice as long to text back when they finally reply. I used to do that one.
I've done the question mark one before. Let me tell you, it doesn't work.
I love the question mark one. I'm picking that.
I'm going to say take twice as long to text back when they finally reply. I'm like, oh, we're playing this game, huh? Two can play at that game.
Yeah. And then eventually you just never respond to each other.
It's stupid. It's one of the dumbest things, and it is but it's like once you start with it though, like I never start it. I'm going to tell you that right now. But like you get
but you always continue it.
No, your hand gets forced because the alternative is that you look like desperate. You're like, I was waiting. Oh, I'm so relieved. So there's just, I think I'm not the person that starts it. I want to have normal fucking conversations on text. Other people sometimes don't, and they ruin it. And playing the game doesn't work. So that's on them. Yeah. I wash my hands of it.
Thomas used to be a player, now a coach. Look at this.
That's right.
And finally, if someone accidentally ruined the finale of your favorite show, how would you feel? Oh, probably annoyed that Thomas told me the finale of Survivor go wrong before I actually watched it.
When did that happen?
Probably when the Survivor go wrong finale aired.
I don't remember.
I haven't watched it yet.
I don't remember that happening.
Thanks for the spoiler. You were so mad.
You almost always watch it before I do. I think I just assumed that you had.
Not back in the day, though. So heartbroken, you probably wouldn't even bother to watch the rest of the show. Betrayed, you have to ruin their favorite show in revenge.
Oh, no, yeah, that's my text strategy.
Yeah. Kind of sad, but you'd still enjoy the finale. Not bothered. You could kind of see where the storyline was going. Yeah, not bothered. You could kind of see where the storyline was going.
Not bothered.
I've seen enough movies and read enough books that I can understand how a story works. But the question, it's not about the result, it's about the journey, or whatever people say. You're pretty dramatic. You haven't quite reached fully fledged drama queen status yet. Nice. But you're next in line to the throne. Nice. You know how to keep your cool, but you also know how exciting life can be when you indulge in those over-dramatic impulses that give me a picture of Salt Bae, and I got a 68%.
You got 55%. You're pretty dramatic. You haven't quite reached fully fledged drama queen status yet, but you're next in line to the throne. You know how to keep your cool, but you know how exciting your life could be when you indulge in those over-dramatic impulses. They also gave me Salt Bae, which is not the picture that I picked.
It's not the picture I picked either. So here's my question. It said you're next in line, but it also said I'm next in line for the throne. I got a higher score than you.
I think they were saying I was next in line after you.
Oh, you're on deck.
Because you did have a higher percentage than me.
Yeah. I wish I had 1%.
So you're on deck and I was in the hole.
That's what it is.
Yeah.
Baseball. Okay. Fun quiz. I'll be sure to move it to the done quizzes pile after this one so we don't have to do it again.
Yeah. There's the karaoke bar that I go to, the guy that runs the karaoke, when he's listing who's going up and lists the two other names, he says so-and-so is on deck and so-and-so is in the hole. And I like it every time that he does that.
Really smart. Because I hate when you're at karaoke and it's like, Jessica, you're up. And we have to wait 5 minutes for Jessica to put down her drink.
You want to give people, like somebody might be in the bathroom, somebody might be getting a drink or something. Like, you want to give people a heads up.
Yeah. Okay, Thomas, what's your social media?
You can follow me at tom.tom.bsky.social or at tom.tom on X, the everything app.
You can subscribe to the show on YouTube at the Compassionate Haters Survivor podcast. What can people comment on YouTube?
Haha, very funny smiley face.
I don't think anybody gave us any comments last week, unfortunately. But speaking of last week, my microphone stopped working before we got to the poll. So our latest poll asked, Who would you rather be Jubilee surrounded by? Remember when people were still talking about that Jubilee surrounded episode?
Yes.
And you actually have to kiss all of them. 20 witches from The Craft or 20 hotties from Love Is Land?
Was it 20 hotties from Love Is Land? Did that win?
67% of people said The Craft.
Wow, okay.
I asked Ariel and she said, are there even 20 witches in that movie? I said, I don't know.
Taste, that's tea.
Did you know when people say tea, they're actually it actually stands for taste?
I didn't know that, but thank you for telling me.
Yep. Everybody actually knows that's the truth. What can people vote on this week?
Is coach a player or a coach or a player coach?
Or who's to say? Okay, to vote, who's voting? You are voting, and you can go to youtube.com/official haters survivor podcast /community. Okay, great stuff. You can also comment there and listen to the videos and click everything.
All that good stuff.
Like, subscribe, send to your friends, and make them subscribe. So
your friends down. Put your friends in the Clockwork Orange thing where they make your eyes open, so you got to watch it. Make them listen to it. I know that's not the sense that you need to force people's eyes open, but you're doing that part just for fun.
Yeah. This is an audio medium, so you don't really need to do that, but I guess that's fine. Well, and then they can also see our fun little logos that we updated with each season. That's
exactly.
Fun too. And then make sure they get subscribed before they leave. We have a few shows on Patreon too. Ooh, if you're doing Clockwork Orange to these guys, you could probably have access to their cash. Which you can give us at patreon.com/justpodcast.
You should kidnap someone and hold them hostage and make them subscribe to one of our wonderful shows on Patreon.
One of those shows is...
Boy, I was so excited about that kidnapping scenario. I couldn't even think of anything immediately. How about Just Scorpion, the show about the NCIS universe, right?
Yes, and that's a CBS show as well, right?
I have never seen an episode of NCIS, and the cost for me to actually watch one is, do we have that offhand? It's a lot of money. It's not cheap.
It's reasonable. I know it's reasonable. You can go to patreon.com/justpodcast.
It's a reasonable low 5 figures total.
And this is what I'm trying to tell our listeners. If you all band together, you can afford to listen to this show. We just want the money.
Get several thousand of your closest friends into a pool together.
Yes, a literal pool. Okay, then what was I about to say? Do you thank the fans for listening?
I would love to thank the listeners and subscribers. Thank you for listening and subscribing.
Thank you for that. And what do you want to write for Apple reviews?
This is my favorite podcast. I like it better than all the other podcasts. I give it a big thumbs up.
Perfect. All right, we'll be back next week with episode 12 of Survivor Tocantins, the Brazilian Highlands. Until then, it's 100 fucking degrees every day, so have a great summer.
Deuces.
Lines foam on my face and hands.
Okay, Thomas, we're 500 episodes in now. After 500 episodes, who are some guys on Survivor that you've seen and you've most related to personally?
Who are some guys that I've seen and most related to personally?
Yeah, have you seen on Survivor and been like, oh, that's me, that's my guy?
I don't watch Survivor to personally relate to people. I'm trying to escape from myself.
Okay.
I gotta get away.
No, Chicago's a big drinking city.
Yeah, I've been there a time or two.
You're familiar? And we have like this progressive mayor, right? And progressives are all about UBI, right? Here's my idea for Chicago. Mr. Brandon Johnson, Mayor Brandon Johnson. UBI for Chicago? Universal booze income. And he just sends everybody a little drink ticket every day. And you can go cash it in at your local liquor store. How's that for an idea?
I think that would go a long way to getting people on his side. Also, since you mentioned it, you know what UBI stands for in Chicago?
universal booze income. We already
No,
talked about
it
this.
stands for you be intoxicated because you're in Chicago.
That's right.
Also, if I was running against him and he was proposing that, I would have been like, UBI, they should call it DUI because that's what it's going to lead to.
Yeah, good point. They should call UBI Here's what they're going to do, actually. This Brandon Johnson sew up his own ass with his progressive ideals. He's going to call it Universal Branded Income.
Oh, man.
Get over yourself, man. Then it dries up as soon as he's out of office. We should have more rich people in office, and then they can just give us their money for their UBI.
Yeah, so that, throw a couple bucks your way so that you can buy a beer.
18, and I like it.
Smarten up, Probst.
One guy, big Mo, two guys, little bitty Mo, three guys, four-eyed Mo, four guys, no Mo, five guys, eat Mo, five little guys named Mo.
Well, speaking of basketball, do you want to remember five guys?
Okay. Where were you going with that? Where was that going to go if I did relate to someone personally?
I would say don't worry about it.
Okay.
This is, of course, Survivor, sports, news, pop culture, and is there a theme, and can you find the theme? Speaking of basketball, which we just were, first guy is Tom Izzo.
Oh, Tom Izzo. You may know him from the Michigan State Spartans.
Mm-hmm. What position does he play?
He's the coach.
That's right. Since 1995.
He's
Isn't that crazy?
I don't know if you've ever heard of the concept of a coach, but they're usually wise. They instruct the.
Tom Izzo actually kind of created the samurai thing.
Yeah, he did. Yeah, the Dragon Slayer, Tom Izzo.
Dan Majorly. Ooh, I don't know if I'm pronouncing that right.
Oh, that's
Majorly?
Dan. This is Dan Marley. Dan Marley.
Dan Marley. Okay, why did I pronounce that J so hard? Dan Marley, of course.
Thunder Dan. Also,
Yes.
his brother was the basketball coach at our high school.
Oh, really?
Steve Marley. Mr. Marley. Do you remember him?
Vaguely, yes.
Yeah, he was a math teacher, I think.
Yes, this is all ringing a bell. Do you remember the teams that Dan Marley played for?
Well, of course he played for the Central Michigan Chippewas.
That's right.
And
I usually don't care, of course, about
Yeah, normally that's not what you care about.
or college, but
But then he played for the Phoenix Suns and the Miami Heat in the NBA.
oh, you're forgetting a team he was with for 5 years in the 90s.
What team is that?
LeBron's team, the Cleveland Cavaliers, of course. He was there from 96 to 01.
Huh, I don't know. For whatever reason, I didn't know that.
Oh, excuse me. He was from I misread the dates. Suns from 88 to 95, Cleveland from 95 to 96, then the Heat from 96 to 01.
So he was
and
only
then back to the Suns.
he was only there for a little bit. Yeah.
Yeah. CM Punk, speaking of CM, Central Michigan.
Chicago made Central Michigan Punk. Fire up Punk. That's why he has fire up knuckle tats.
Yep. That's what it says on his knuckles.
It's kind of hard to do though, but because you have two of them. There's just two exclamation points after up on his other two knuckles.
So excited he is.
Professional wrestler. He was briefly. Was it the WWE champion or the Universal champion?
I don't know if they do the Universal Champion anymore. I think he was the World Champion.
The world champion for a second.
For a whole 5 minutes.
Until Seth Rollins turns out that he swerved everyone and he actually wasn't hurt.
Yep. So we got worked. I couldn't believe it. Everybody was saying it online. I was like, that's stupid. Why would they do that? Fourth guy this week is Jesse Jackson.
Jesse Jackson, civil rights leader, former presidential candidate.
Okay, congratulations. You got 4 of the 4 guys. Our 5th guy is, of course, Nani Gonzalez.
Oh, from the challenge, right? In the real world?
Can you name all the seasons she's been on?
No.
That's fair. It's a lot. It was, of course, Battle of the Seasons, Rivals 2, Free Agents, Battle of the X's 2, Battle of the Bloodlines, Rivals 3, War of the Worlds 2, Total Madness, Double Agents, Spies, Lies, and Allies, Ride or Dies, Vets and New Threats, All Stars 5, Rivals.
Also, she was on the season of a time that you were at where were you that you like saw her in Chicago, right?
Yes, famously, we were both on a date at the Revolution Brew
That's
Pub,
what it
which no
was.
longer exists.
Oh, that's a bummer. I
Thomas,
liked that brew pub. I believe that you
Yes.
told me this story when we were there one time.
very possible. So, can you tell me the theme?
Is this Chicago people?
No, in fact, this is people I've seen in real life but didn't say anything to.
Okay, sure. So where
pretty good theme,
Where
right?
did you see? Where did you see Tom Izzo?
I was working a wedding in Grand Rapids, and I saw him walking out of the bathroom, and I was like, why does that guy look so familiar? And then like 3 seconds later, I was like, oh, that's Tom Izzo. That's the famous basketball coach.
You should have accosted him outside of the bathroom.
I should have. If I had recognized who it was within those 3 seconds, I would have, but I did not. I said instead, enjoy the show. I actually said nothing. Famously, that's the theme. So what do you think? Pretty good theme or what?
That's a pretty good theme. I don't know that I would have guessed it, although I probably should have, considering I immediately was like, you saw Nani one time, right? And then I was like, what's the theme?
I've told that story so many times about having a date in the same place as Nani that I no longer remember who the person I technically was on the date with there was. But I do remember that Nani was 2 tables over. So
Has anyone ever been interested by that story?
I mean, you remembered it.
I remembered it. I didn't care.
No.
No one has ever, not even like your sister. Your sister likes those shows, right?
I don't know if I've ever told her that
Oh,
story.
you should probably tell her. She'd probably be interested.
Nani kind of came in when my sister stopped watching that show. I
Oh,
think.
bummer.
I
Okay, well,
think
that's
we
probably
kinda-
why. It's probably why you didn't think to say it.
Yeah, I don't know if she's as familiar. Nani, you know, old vet now. But back in the day, she was new. What do you think about that?
Sure. There's nothing worse than when you think somebody is going to be interested in something or like know about something and you bring it up because you're like, oh, I can't wait to talk to this person about it. And then they are either like have no idea what you're talking about or are completely uninterested.
Yeah, that's the whole premise of this show.
I had my cousin's husband, who was my cousin's fiance when I met him for the first time, is an author, and he had written a book or like a novel about I think it's a guy in like California who is some sort of farmer like during a wildfire. And I was like, oh, I bet he did a lot of research for wildfires on this. Also, he's like from California. And so I was like, oh, I've been meaning to read for a long time because I read a little bit about it. There's this Mike Davis piece called The Case for Letting Malibu Burn. And I was like, I bet this guy has read that. And so I read it. And I was like, hey, you read any Mike Davis? And he was like, no. And I was like, oh, I just know that your book, which I haven't read, was I did not say that, but
I love that you took the time out of your life to read a book, but not the book.
it's not
this
a
dude
book.
read.
It's like a 30-page part from a book called it's like a 30. Well, I'm glad I did. It was great. Like I would highly recommend everyone read Ecology of Fear, or if you don't want to read the whole book, read The Case for Letting Malibu Burn. You can probably find it online, but
Okay.
But anyway, and not only did it backfire on me that way, because I was basically just like, oh, you should check it out. Thankfully, my brother-in-law was there and was like, oh, yeah, Mike Davis, City of Quartz, right? I've been meaning to read that for a long time. And I was like, yes. See? Someone knows who Mike Davis is. And
Nice.
then, so not only does he not know that, and I'm just like, oh, you should check it out. I think you'd find it interesting. There's nowhere to go from there. He's like, okay, well, like, okay, what are some of your favorite like books or what? Like, I think he's just trying to keep the conversation going. I'm immediately on the spot, and I'm like, oh fuck.
I don't know how to read, actually.
Yeah, I was like, I don't. I mostly read nonfiction. I like I like Raymond Chandler. Like, yeah, it backfired in every possible way. Nice guy. Nice guy, though.
Good for that.
As far as I can
man.
tell, he didn't hold it against me.
That's good. I'm reading. I haven't picked it up in weeks. But I've been reading Jeanette McCurdy's book. And it's pretty good.
That's what I've heard.
Yeah. Book corner.
That's right.
Did you just hang up on me?
No.